Domestic abuse, the reality. Statistics state 1 in 4 women in England and Wales will experience domestic abuse in her lifetime. Often this abuse and the abuser are hidden behind closed doors. Domestic abuse is linked to depression and homelessness. It is evidenced that women who experience domestic abuse are twice as likely to suffer from depression. And 40% of homeless women state domestic abuse as a contributory factor to their homelessness. It is estimated that around 3 women a week die by suicide because of domestic abuse. 20% of children in the UK have lived with an adult perpetrating domestic abuse. That's 1 in 5 kids. Young girls in the UK report high incidence of sexual violence. 41% of UK girls aged 14 to 17 in an intimate relationship experience some form of sexual violence from their partner. Women who are abused are 15 times more likely to turn to alcohol and substances used as a coping mechanism. Domestic abuse costs the UK an estimated £23 billion a year. It is not only weighing on our physical and emotional health, but also our economy. Although these Home Office statistics are shockingly high and intolerable, they are not a true reflection of actual figures. There are thousands more women and children enduring a life of misery due to the impact of domestic abuse. Abuse can occur in many forms: physical or sexual, psychological and emotional, coercion, harassment and stalking, financial or economic, digital. No one sets out in a relationship wanting to be abused. And in some instances, the victim can be the last to know that their life is suffering at the hands of an abuser. Initially, the perpetrator works hard not to display who they really are. A level of control is required in the relationship first to ensure the victim won't walk away. Victims are not alerted by the red flags that begin to appear, as the false persona the perpetrator has designed is so wonderful, and so very different from the abuser that they really are. Once the victim is fully invested into the relationship, whether that's through a joint home, marriage or children, the abuser's false persona cracks and their true nature begins to come through. The victim, now completely drawn into the relationship, is manipulated, controlled and moulded, keeping them in the cycle of abuse by various ways. The use of coercion and threats, intimidation, using emotional abuse, isolating the victim, minimizing, denying and blaming, treating children as weapons for their game, using gender privilege, controlling money, using physical force and strength. In between all of this, the abuser will continue to give out crumbs of affection here and there. This leaves the victim feeling conflicted, living in the hope that things will get better and that the person who the abuser once was will return. If you are an outsider looking in, do not assume the victim already knows they are being abused or to what extent. You could be the validation they need. Anyone, regardless of race, gender, sexual orientation, religion or age, can be a victim or perpetrator of domestic abuse. It takes, on average, 7 attempts before a woman is able to leave her abuser for good. Leaving an abusive partner is a process, not a single act. Resolute are here for however long that process takes. We work as part of a coordinated community response, linking and engaging with other services that can also support you, whether you're on a journey to a life free from domestic abuse or after you've got there. We are your safety net to ensure you do not fall through the gaps. We are here to catch you. At Resolute, we aim for the voices of many individuals to be heard so that real changes within our society can be made. Resolute are lived experience. We stand with you. We were once you.